You might think it's a little bit odd for a social scientist to do research into home heating. That's just for proper scientists. You might think. Well, actually, social science is proper science, plus it's really useful to talk to people if you want them to use the technologies that you're making them to heat their homes with. Technology like heat pumps, which take energy from the surroundings using electricity to provide heating. Interest is growing in heat pumps because they can reduce carbon emissions from home heating and potentially replace the boilers we're all so familiar with. Which is why the government wants to increase uptake, and the Climate Change Committee's Balanced Pathway aims for over 25 million heat pumps in UK homes by 2050. That's a lot of heat pumps. And every heat pump installed represents a household with a unique experience, so whenever that number goes up, that means more people and families living their lives at home with the technology. This raises two important points for the future of home heating. One, how can we make sure households experience a positive change when they have a heat pump installed? And two, how can the benefits of heat pumps experienced by existing users be communicated to people who haven't had one installed? Which then raises another question. What is it actually like to live with a heat pump? And how is that different from life with a standard gas boiler? That's what I'm researching. Performance metrics about heat pumps are naturally focused on the technical and the economic, but that won't tell you much about what it's actually like to live with one. We all have different things that make home homely. We live chaotic lives with different household cultures, and we each experience things differently. Of course, technical markers of performance are important, but if we want to bring a positive change to people living in their homes with their quirks and different ways of life, we need to understand how different heating technologies are experienced by those living with them. For my research, I'm interviewing people with different heating systems to find out what their life is like at home with their heat pump or gas boiler, finding out what's tied up in their experience and how they feel about their home heating. I'm also asking people to draw their heating system as if it had a personality or character, to really sum up what it's like to live with and paint a picture of their experience. The stories I hear will help reveal how life is different for people with different heating systems, and I hope it will highlight key points needed to encourage households to adopt heat pumps and to make sure a successful transition happens. To keep up to date with my research and hear about findings, follow me on Twitter.